What is going on, guys? This is Skyhound, also known as Xavier Pierce, Geek Archivist. So, as you can see here, I'm doing a bit of a reaction analysis type of video. And for those of you guys who already know, this is Philip Andrew, the actor who plays Merrick Balatone, the Lunar Wolf Ranger from Wild Force. Now, some probably already know, but in case you don't, he, as well as Miss Kipperman, the actress who played Taylor in Wild Force, quick shout out to her. They both got a chance to go visit Japan for the first time. And he knows, I'm referring to Mr. Andrew, of course, he knows a little bit about the Japanese version, but the main point of this is that he's going over the trailer for the 50th anniversary for Super Sentai Gozyuger. Gozyuger. Sorry. I knew I was going to trip on this because when I saw the ZYU, for most in Japanese, for those who understand the language, I'm thinking back to Ranger, which is what started MMPR. ZYU, it's like the word 10, J-U-U. Roughly, that's the spelling of it. But basically, some people said in the comments it's probably a reference to both 5, which is go, ju, which is 10, 5 times 10. But then there are other references as to what some people say it could be. But with that being said, let's go over this, shall we?
What's up? Philip Andrew with the Lunar Wolf Ranger, of course. Guys, we are about to watch the preview, the trailer of the Sentai Gozyuger. I hope I'm saying that right. Gozyuger. It's the 50th anniversary of Sentai.
Don't worry, Mr. Andrew. I think most of us got pretty close.
And so we're going to watch this. And so actually the Red Ranger is actually a wolf. So that's kind of cool. All right. Let's dive right in, everybody. Right now, let's watch this really quick. See what we get out of this. I haven't seen this, by the way. All right.
Rings. Okay. Wishes. That's a wolf. Lion. Leon.
I'm trying to figure out. I gotta look that up. I gotta see what that actually.
Tyranno. T-Rex. Unico.
The graphics got so much better too on this. I love it. Super Sentai versus Super Robot. Wow, this is gonna be a clash like no tomorrow. Wow. Gozyuger. Alright, we gotta figure out what that. Alright, guys. That looks amazing. Alright, so that's coming out soon, apparently. That looks amazing, but Gozyuger, I gotta look that up. I gotta figure out what that means right there. That's so super cool, dude. Guys, let me know what you think of this.
Okay, so it's pretty clear. I was kind of like, it showed which ones was which. So to recap, you have red as a wolf, blue as the lion, or in Japanese they pronounce it as Leon, because the R and L sound-wise they're very similar in pronunciation. Then you got the yellow, which is tirano. Then you got one. You have green as an eagle. Finally, you got black as a unicorn. So let me try to pull up the trailer real quick, and then I'll do it without the audio because I was already watching it thanks to Mr. Andrews here. So hang on a second. Okay, so I'm not going to be doing the whole thing here, but just based on the trailer alone, there's a few things I want to point out. Let's start off with the fact that all 5 of them have rings. Number 2, I don't know if this is actually intentional. I don't know if they're going to be explaining it. They might. But as you notice, you see here in the center for all 5 of them, it's blank. Now, I don't know if there's a reason behind it, or they didn't have any material to try to put a symbol, or they were indecisive. I have no idea. But with that being said, this is actually one of the times where Japan actually decided to do one where you have a black ranger who is female. Now, in terms of motifs and themes, when I was watching the one that Mr. Andrews was watching, they mentioned a few things: rings, wishes, and last but not least, battle royale style. So, let me clarify here for some of you guys. One, Mr. Andrews did get a chance to visit the Kamen Rider Cafe over in Japan. Now, he is not the only ranger who came across this. Steve Cardenas, the second MMPR Red Ranger, he too also discovered this. The thing is, here's what I'm getting at in terms of both theme as well as motifs. Rings. This is in reference to a particular Kamen Rider. That is in the Heisei era. We are now in the Reiwa era. So here's where the Reiwa era of Kamen Rider comes in. Wishes and Battle Royale. Both of these, most fans of Kamen Rider are already going to say it. No surprise. Kamen Rider Geats. That is a Fox type main character. But they do utilize the themes of Wishes and Battle Royale. So basically, you guys, if you want to watch it, you can see it for free on Tubi. They also have certain other Super Sentai entries. And recently, they also added I'd say most of the Power Ranger seasons on Tubi. You can watch it on there. So basically, what's clear is that they had a few Super Sentai veterans come back, if they were able to make it on their schedule and all that, in terms of reaching out to them. So with that being said, the fact that they're actually doing these types of themes and motifs, I actually find it interesting that the way how they're transforming, not just with the rings, but also with the device that they use, and they're doing hand claps for that. You can actually check it out somewhere on YouTube. Someone probably put it up there. But there are also people on Twitter who have also posted about this. But overall, I will say that I do agree that it is kind of like a play on words a bit for the name of the team. 5 times 10, you get 50. But there's also other meanings behind it. Overall, I will say that it does look interesting, but I'm going to be a little bit honest here. When I first heard about this, I wasn't sure if this was really the case because I thought that it was another attempt by Giga, Giga. For those who don't know, I apologize for bringing this up, but it's a company that does, you know, adult videos. I can't make it any more simpler than that. But because of what happened in 2020 with the shutdown, they had to shift gears. So they tried doing some of that in order to try to fund some of their projects. That's what it looked like at first. But seeing this now, I can tell it's not done by Giga. This is an actual Super Sentai team done. But overall, I will say I like the suits to an extent. I like the motifs. I like the themes. Now, how it's going to be playing out, that's what I'm really looking forward to. Overall, I will say that this is one I think that is going to resonate well with fans of Tokusatsu in general. But with that being said, this has been Skyhound, also known as Geek Archivist Xavier Pierce. Also, quick shout out to you, Mr. Philip Andrew. If you guys haven't watched, he actually did recently on Twitch watch episode 16 up to 20 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Now, 17 to 21, that is the 5-part Green with Evil arc. And I couldn't help but let him know through my alias Skyhound, which I use on here also, that I shared a little story about me getting roasted by the late Jason David Frank years ago. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this. Stay safe, stay sane, and as a good friend always said, stay humble. Peace.